For once, I'm early. I put 7:05, but hi, everybody. Metaphysical Mama, welcome back if you're a returning viewer. And reunion of souls. Give me the right message to put up there. This is a right divine reunion we're all having here. Healing energy. Friend of the Devil's on by the Grateful Dead. Except Dave Matthews is singing it. Sorry about the glare there. Might be positivity, divine masculines and feminines. See, look, I'm coming up here looking all harsh as usual. Honoring your energy. And it was about how we look. So my hair a mess. But a lot of us do that shit on purpose. Not like because I can dress up and be pretty too. And I put, like when I get all dressed up, and sometimes I don't put my face on camera because perception. You judging, right? Crazy train. Oh, this energy this weekend might get a little bumpy. Well, I used to it though, right? Perception again. Right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sorry about the glare. I never quite get the, can't quite get it right. Burden. I'm running, but it's taking my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. Before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Remember this song? Why cry waves lonely night? What else we got? Sheriff's on my team, and if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. Sacred Spice. I love this song. I love the Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead. What else we got? Sexual energy and anger. Some frustrations, goings-ons. And right, actually, too, this is a lot of master alchemy coming between this stuff too, because right, there could be a lot of right, twin flames, divine masculines, feminines, everybody, right? This is this can get messy. Sexual energy definitely can get messy. A unicorn and a bee. There's a lot going on with this. Letting the messages come in. Bees make honey. And honey's made from bee vomit. I was taught that. Forgiveness. So, okay, we got sacred space. So annoying with the commercials. Okay. Not too bad. Sacred space. So clearing our sacred space. Sexual energy and anger. and it's 7:07. Wow. I just knocked over my David Bowie cards. My Starman Tarot, light some incense. Speaking of clearing our secret space. So right, I talk about this a lot in some other videos too, like the acronym for sex, right? Is sacred energy exchange, right? SEX. Like emotion is energy in motion, right? Traveling through our body, through our vessel, rising up through our head, out our temple, and then we have thoughts, right? Positive and negative atoms mixed up with feelings. So then we have this, right? Chaos, right? And then, so let's see, wait. So now, then Eve is mother, father of Cain and Abel. Yeah, because feminine, right? Has the heart like, oh, right, for life, creation. It comes from, say, divine feminine, right? So the sacred divine feminine, right? The womb, right? 7 minutes, 7 seconds in, as we said that. At 7:07, right? So as we're out, this is Master Alchemy, Twin Flamies, and Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines, and Karmics too, and we're all Karmics to one another. Everybody has all these different pieces, and we all have motherfucking amnesia to some level. Everybody's handicapped at some level. Everybody got discord at some level. I'm gonna show you something real cool. I don't know why I'm being guided to show you this, but it's just a little toy from like a store, a pharmacy way back, like a cool pharmacy though that has like all those like varieties of stuffs. I gotta makeshift stuff around a little bit. Sorry, bear with me, please. Marbles falling everywhere. Knocking shit over. Making a mess. Making a mess here. So what's that about? Like, okay, not okay. So this, I'm having to shift. It's like, right. So, okay, not feeling comfortable. Okay, I'm picking up on some of these. So not feeling comfortable, being able to, right, or regret. Could be regret from past, from present. Again, this is a lot of the video I did earlier too. Is a lot of we're clearing a lot of energy, so it's going to bring up feelings of guilt and shame and maybe regret and resentment and confusion. Whoever's visiting, thanks for coming. So while we're going through chaos and turmoil, right, and confusion and illusions and right, breaking down our belief. Knock on my door. I think I may have to cut this short. Hold up. Excuse me, pardon-moi. Oh, no, I'm knocking it over. Oh, jeez. There we go. Pardon-moi. Okay, so as we're going through all these feelings and chaos, right? It's like swimming through murky waters and right, breaking on through to the other side. And yeah, please kindly like, subscribe, and ding the little belly bell so you get notified as well. So a lot of this is, again, learning how to become an how to clear one's mind, how to clear one's how to clear your astral field, right? Your just like how you go to the bathroom and again, or shower, or right, brush your hair, and what have you, right? You have to do those things every day, right? Clean your laundry, not every day, but right, you got to clean your clothes. So it's just something else to be aware of, to keep cleansing in order to keep getting to the next level, keep clearing, keep clearing, keep clearing. And also keep acknowledging, right? We want to be accountable and acknowledge the stuff we have to go through. So it's like a balancing act. So it's like stuff's going to come in. We got to take a look at it and go through it and acknowledge, right? The shadow self, acknowledge the stuff we've trapped away or that we don't even remember, right? So we're digging through like the roots of our own trees to find, right, our ancestry, our inner you, while we're walking around having our regular human experience, but we're also upgrading and right going through metamorphosis. So we're going through change, and everyone's going to have a different experience while having the experience at the same time, right? But we're all on different waves. But the waves all hit us at different times too, just like the ocean. So we can all be in the water and so waves splash somebody and the other person won't even feel it, right? So sometimes we get hit with a wave and sometimes we don't. So in those times that we don't, right, then it's our job to be, right, supportive when, right, or just allow time and space to allow the waters to come back down when our other fellow comadres are the ones getting hit with a wave, because it's like tripping or getting fucked up on some kind of drug. You never know how it's going to affect you because this is alchemy. So our elements are getting all mixed up inside our bodies and our cups. That's why it's called, right, the coronavirus, the virus of the crown, of the mind, and of the solar plexus, right? They're connected. The crown chakra and the solar plexus are connected, just as the brain and the stomach, right? They're always talking. He's got knocked over. Looks like David Bowie wanted to make an appearance. Thought I had more mixed up in there. Let's see where we're at. There's probably more first waivers, and you popped up here. You're clearly doing your inside job work, going through your spiritual closet. Okay, we got a few here. Hold on. So Ace of Swords on the bottom. But I only want one because these are long, but so 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 9 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the World. So I'm just going to show you these quick because it's like it's like a lot of, right, again, like dark night of the soul we were just talking about. So a lot of feelings, right? Maybe resentment, guilt, shame, right? This is like running off, right? Sometimes like we say fuck it so many times and then, oh, we all know what that's like in some level or another. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of feeling like feeling, right, like being attacked, I feel like not knowing which way to turn. 717, 717. all for, right? And they say fool's gold, king's pentacle, right? We don't always follow what looks shiny. And the world isn't the same as the earth. The world consists of all our thoughts and feelings that are swirling around in the atmosphere that we eject out of our bodies unconsciously all the time or in dream state. So it's like, right, some of them are like little magicians, like how the smoke is. So they go and collect. And then other beings are like, right, like creating and manifesting, right, inventing, solidifying things. And people aren't understanding how that's happening. Ever wonder why? You think something sometimes and it's like, wait, I was just having that thought. And then you see it on like TV or you see it somewhere. So sometimes it's just because it's what's going through the collective, right? What's going around the world, and everybody has like, right, like how the smoke's rising. It's like pinata. Anybody can collect, right, those certain parts where when it comes to you naturally. And the moon. Others try to manipulate the energy, right? Like grab hold of, right, the energy, electricity, and move it where they want it. It's a little different, right? Force. Let's see. So to clear that energy again, it just takes time and space, just like in, again, the legal system, they say, right? Time, they say, time for and space for processing, due time and space for processing. Because you have to be able to get mentally and emotionally where you were at the moment of, right, whatever is a crime or whatever have you, right? So if one isn't able to get to that spot and you're being, right, like that, how the other car was attacked with all those like birds, all these questions, then one can get overwhelmed, right? And then we're jig jag jig, zigzag zig, and then we feel trapped and stuck because we were being rushed. And this card came out earlier or yesterday. I get just like regret, shame. But there's all different spots. So, right, so everything's getting picked up and then like put into violet flame and then, right, scooped up, put into violet flame and like turned into free energy. We know what we're doing, right? I mean, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know shit, but we're using our tools, right? Like with any job, anybody that has a job, it's like, right, we've been practicing. So we've been learning how to use have a little bit more balance and awareness. And it's just going to get more better, right? More you look at it as an adventure, the more fun we'll have. But, but it's like, it's not going to always be all like, oh, it's just going to be all lovey-dovey. Like, no, you're going to go through crazy shit, right? But you're a spiritual badass gangster warrior, so you could do it. Aces. Two of Pentacles, balancing that energy. And no one else has your specific essence. Only you can be you. You have your specific special gifts. The Sun, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Wheel again. And the Wheel came out in the other deck earlier too. It's like, right, karmic completion cycle. So that's like, yeah, it's like we're not having no more repeats. We're pulling things, pushing, right? It's like, no, 0 point free energy. You souls and summers. Let's see what's the moon cards got to say. It's all inside your head. And those nasty thoughts that come, those are the things that are lies, right? It's like you're not good enough. Nobody's gonna like it anyway. And we all feel those, feelings and have those thoughts. So it's like that's where it's like we all go through that shit, those yucky feelings, right? Whether you look good or bad, right? Sometimes you don't feel good. Like I could feel embarrassed looking right good. Like I like dressing up. I'm like I feel awkward. A personal issue reaches resolution. Meow, meow. So again, clearing sacred space. Right? Smoke is use your element, use what's natural to you, right? This is more the game of like now, like, right? What is natural to us within? So what might be my food might not be your food, right? Meaning like, and that could just be the words that need to be said. We all need different, energy or different, right? That's mana, different food at different times. Take time to breathe out. I say that to many a lot. It's like you're breathing in, but then you're holding all that energy up in your chest, all like, you gotta breathe out too, right? And past your belly, past the belly of the beast, right? So that it doesn't just get stuck like, right? Either up in heaven like a big balloon or drop down and then boom, like way beyond hell and Tartarus, right? Adjustments are required. And the only constant is change. So that's like, no big deal, right? And that, again, that's like emotions are running high. So again, take time to breathe out. It's our first duality, right? Yin and yang. We got to put air on both sides, right? All 4 tires need to have balanced air for the car to run nice and smooth, right? So same with our breath. Yeah, balance, right? Up and down and back and forth and left and right and in and out. Otherwise, we have like Uranus, like I'm a little teapot, all tipped over, tipping out my tea. Time. A win-win outcome is forecast. Let's see what else. Actually, let's pull a dragon card. Oh, we got flat earth map. And it's silly, that's just kind of a silly argument too, right? It's like, because if you're hovering, you're, like in an airplane, you're going to have a different route than if you're driving along the street or walking and need a map in that manner, right? Interesting. Okay. Talk about a mixture of elements. Okay, so we got mountain and number 6. Ride the wave and the dolphins. So we got like the ocean and the telepathy. And then we got like the sturdy rock and right. Like I was just saying, like the difference between flat earth and a map and like walking or driving or if you're on a boat, right? Different route. Ride the wave. You're not gonna ride the wave, right? If you're coming from a cave. And then deep freeze. So like the Iceland, like the frozen ice, frozen water, you gotta thaw out. That's pretty cool. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, these want to show too. The bottom though is slow and steady. And that keeps coming out, right? So it's like take it easy. Take it easy with yourself. Right? One love, love yourself. Go easy. We don't have to rush anything. You don't have to just believe what you're hearing getting thrown out, right, all over the media. And it's like movies aren't, look what they do to make a movie. The news isn't, right, any different. It's, right, pre-scripted narratives, right? So it's all acting, strength. And you know who you are. Some, right, is like, real, right? Like, partially true, but it's like, yeah, yeah. Coming life because you want to awaken. You want to Okay, back on. Knock me up. Suspicious activity. So as we're coming to life, hi Ebru. Just keep following your heart. That's gonna be just we have to crack our fragile all this turmoil. A lot of it is right we don't move unless we get uncomfortable. When we're comfortable, everything. When we get uncomfortable is when it's like, sometimes then we know it's like, oh, right now we got to use our mind. Now we have to make moves. Right now we have to do something. But so, time, slow and steady, right? Remember to breathe. Commitment. Well, the internet is having some issues, I guess. Are we wrestling? So commitment, right? So your soul, you have a soul contract written on your heart by God, right? So just know things are not always as they appear, for sure here. And as you keep traveling through, right, the labyrinth of the mind and space and time and like wizard of awareness, right? The depths of your soul and the roots of your trees and your shadow side, right? The sun has to cast a shadow. So our shadow, our dark side, we're gonna feel like we're coming apart. We have to come apart to come back together. And that also vibrate, bounces off of the twin towers, right? Twins, and two become one. But it's the masculine and feminine within self, and the positive and the negative, and the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and then connect into our higher consciousness, right? Allowing the subconscious and the higher conscious to like wake the unconscious part of us up, the human part. So it's a lot's going on. So have strength by allowing yourself to just go slow and steady. There's no race that you have to win. You already won the skin you're in, right? So you already did it. Now we just got to clear everything out and keep and allow growth to occur, right? And have faith and trust. Listening, listen to music, right? Take a bath, take a saltwater Epsom salt bath, right? Clear your energy, like some sage magic prayer. Meditate, breathe. You know, don't I don't want to say don't, but right. I say education. Using others were like, oh, praying to a certain specific deities, entities, etc. It's like grabbing and attaching a right. It's like texting somebody, right, or what have you. So be careful who you're extending your energy to and who you're summoning and pulling on and right, etc. Because certain you pray, you could become prey, right? Depending on what you're calling out, vibration create form. So certain energies aren't what they right, what you think they might be. So get right, resting on laurels, right? Goblins. May have thought they were right, benevolent beings, but that energy got goblins and like devil energy attached to it. So no big deal. It's just again, right? Clear it. Just look. cleaning house, balancing act. It's like not a big deal. That's what we're clearing. Others that keep doing that, that's on them. They're just gonna become part of that gets cleaned out the house. But that was their choice. Everybody got free will. So when free will's being imposed on, that shit ain't flying nowhere anymore. It's just gonna get stopped right in its tracks. That deep freeze card, or lit up, or smoked out, whatever element. It's just about purifying. So it's not about it's just, That's like if there's an infestation, right, in your house, you don't want an infestation, or you don't necessarily want, things making you not feel good, right? You don't invite that, At a certain level, we also kind of do, because to gain immunity, we have to allow certain things that we may not like to mix with our blood, our bodies, our mental space, heart-to-heart conversations. And that's most important to do itself, right? Like with your inner child, who you always have been in there, right? So connecting that, right, with spirit and oh, remember I used to love that, or right, so allowing yourself to find yourself. You gotta dive deep in there, I'm coming, and dive right in. It's like the back of all right. Geronimo. One of these two. STCC, what we need to CCC, and then we just let it be. Return from the underworld, engage life, journey to the halls of Osiris. So again, we're going into the depths. Embrace enlightenment, golden solar angel. Yeah, spaceship up there. It looks like I saw a cloud spaceship when I was sitting outside earlier. It was like all sunny, and then this big hovering cloud came like a big ship, like whoa. And then it covered an area, and then it was weird. Move away from a difficult situation. Shasta Shamanka. Being warned by, looks like an elk. And that's a special flower she's holding. I think it's from Africa. Or the lily. It might just be the lily she's holding. I forget. Magic is alive. Ask your divine child. So like I was just saying, you have to write your inner Christ child, fairy godmother. You gotta go inside and right, it's like with your fairy godmother, right? It's like, oh, right, and remember, and save them, save him and her, twins, like little kidney beans. Our kidneys look like twins too. The shaman's celestial journey. Climb the spiral ladder one step at a time. So again, just go slow. I'll give that message before. So as we're climbing the spiral, right, the DNA, the double helix, we're taking triple helix, the Kundalini rising. It's like give yourself out. You can't jump up there. You gotta step by step, right? They're like floating stairs. Everybody has their own specific codes and messages and light codes and information coming in and stuff they have to clear and stuff they have to look at. So it's like now it's kind of like a little bit like video game in a sense. Like it's like if you notice the synchronicities with like numbers and like 555 and 222, 12, 12, 11, 11, right? You know you're on the right path. Buffering on me again. You're in sync with what's going on. So it's like it's letting you know, like checkpoint or wait here, or you'll get your messages when you get them. And they may be different for you too, right? Like how you right, however they are for you. Like keep clearing and keep trusting and having that inner knowing. Break free, regain your youth and fly. And Kaliak Biara. Please forgive my pronunciation on that one. And Kaliak Biara. Enter sacred space. Commune with your fairy allies. Iona. So again, sacred space, clearing space. You don't want to let any firemen in your fields. We're clearing that in our waters, attached to our roots that didn't tend to their own garden to grow their own fruit. It's like we don't mind that you we ain't trying to but you can't just act like you've been there the whole time. To be okay. While I'm walking by the water. Embrace the three worlds. The dawning of the green man. Tonight, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Dragon energy. And I really want to get music going with peeps. You gotta get festivals where people can just get together and rise the vibrations, and well, that's what we're doing here anyhow, but it'll come. It'll come. I'm just putting it out there. I got lots of shit written. I need people that can jam. Deep blue dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. So I'm gonna say don't be afraid to walk in the dark either. The dark's what created the light. Don't get rocked to sleep by the false light. Like the yellow brick road and shit. Natives have a saying, we stay on the mighty purple path, right? Red and blue is purple. So those 3D glasses have a red lens and a blue, right? We allow, right? So we're not hypocritical. We just try to see both sides. So we're not trying to attack or judge anybody. We're trying to come from the center. We're kind of blended. 44 minutes, 44 seconds. Gold and silver, violet, flame dragon. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic and healing. Offer service under grace. I like a big dragon, holding the little butterfly. And the butterfly was originally a caterpillar. Went through big transformation. Grew wings and shit. Somebody's upset out. Stop talking. There's Thyme. Hmm. We know some energies get upset when we bring rainbows to the shit party. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust. Rediscover wisdom. Expect miracles. Accept opportunities. Good things are coming. Good things come to those who wait. Okay, Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. And that dragon is holding the key. Key, 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 key. So as long as you're present in your now moments, you're a key to someone else and or another person, place, or thing, and they will be to you. So it's like, well, it's like, and it could just be like a certain, hey, and a very brief conversation, not even a very conversation. It could just be something very simple, right? That all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, right? So during awakening, right? Try not to judge even what that's like because it may seem like, oh, it's something, right, stupid or insignificant, but if you don't allow that person, place, or thing in that moment in time, right, like it's like, oh, you'll start it's like that, or like where we feel like we want to walk up, but it's like, oh, wait a minute, am I supposed to, right, engage in that moment? So it's like, so then we, right, gently, and we don't know what to expect, and we just being you. That's why it's so important to just be you, because by being you, you're gonna be where you need to be at the right moment in time to, right, collect your little eggs and jewels and treasures along the way, to, right, the little keys and puzzle pieces to put the pieces back, right? And we don't have to know everything, right? It's supposed to be, again, a fun adventure also. So it's like, right, swimming through to collect all your pieces, right? It's like the Easter egg hunt at Ishtar, right? So this is like where you're like hunting for your own specific colored eggs that, right, the divine mama put out. So your specific eggs and jewels and right, and the universal father and Father Sky and Osho. However, it's all like there's little golden secrets everywhere, right? The little nuggets. But and a lot of the time they're gonna look real messy and dirty, right? It takes time for something to alchemize or for something to turn from lead to gold or from mercury to gold, right? Or from to experience positive and negative, right? Have a work to learn any lesson takes time. To do anything and learn anything, right? I can't believe that we would lie and agree. Like, wake up gently. Hi, visitor. How are you? Thank you for coming and visiting. Oh, we got a turkey. Gobble, gobble. That was the original bird of America. Turkey energy. And the wolf. Ow. So maybe homework, look up the turkey and the wolf spirit animal and see if that resonates and, means anything to you. Those is itching. Hmm. Mm. Coyote. I just have my nose. Coyote popped out. There's the eagle. It's like, yeah. Snake number 1, hawk number 2, wolf 1506, turn 31, and that reading I did earlier to 1, 3, 3, 31 backwards, 34 grouse, pick them. Oh, that's funny. It like moved my camera and everything. Got bonked off again. Oh, what's that? My whole screen's jumping around on there. What's going on, Matrix? Are we disturbing their algorithms? Raccoons. 46. They could be little bandits, yeah, but they could also be helping us get our stuff back. And the grouse. It's an important word, bird. And like with Isis, that's like the bird she wears on her head. And more. There's more to that. Wish I still had my books. 1, 38. Oh, 39. Excuse me. 12. Another 3. Skunk and dog. Flower. Remember from Bambi? The skunk's name was Flower. It was like all pretty, like. I'm 14. Shepherd. Also like Anubis, Osiris, number 14. What was the card? Entering the halls. The halls. So, yeah. I think that's it for now because pretty decent. Almost an hour. And Jaguar energy for the evening. Like, so know you're divinely protected and just keep swimming. And please like, subscribe, and hit the belly bell, please. And share as well. So we keep moving. Keep the movement moving. Let's see. More. Yeah, vampire card. Maybe we'll pull a crystal card before we. For our twin flames, DMs and DFs got to be aware of presently. Or free will. And see, she ain't wearing too big a crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Right? We're all kings and queens and princesses and brats. We can all look cute and we can all be little brats, right? Sovereignty, independence, free spirit. And look up what it is to be a sovereign being, because it's important to claim your sovereignty. Clear all attachments that no longer serve you. I clear all attachments and cords and timelines and any other energies that no longer serve me and my highest good or for my soul's highest purpose. And that's it. Cancel, clear, delete. Violet flame. I clear the energy and turn it to free energy. So we have, it's like, great, can't move around a lot. There's all that clutter. So we're just clearing the energy. Like nobody likes it when we're like, party's over. Or the party's just about to get started. Those that get upset just, they think that's the party. That ain't the party. It's coming. Reason. Listen to advice. Think clearly. Intellect. Came up before too. Remember that song? And the reason is you. Pray. I was saying before. So the other car was like, yeah, prayer. But careful, because then you can be stalked by like, yeah, whatever the hell you're praying to. Careful. Careful who you talking to. Courtesy. Thoughtful, polite, good manners. So having compassion and empathy, way different again than sympathy and right getting pulled all over and allowing someone to rent up space in your head or in your, taking up time and energy and space and not really having intention or best interest at heart. Ancient ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance. And yeah, that's what's right. The spiritual abundance is profound. And that adds up to the material. It's just like, right, we just waited. Everything's going to work out. Transgression, flaws, contradictions, mistake, hope, anticipation, bright prospects, wish. Yeah, like, that unicorn head. So yeah, again, right, someone messing with someone else's head. Right, influencing, right, the flu. If I put the flu in you, if I influence you with negativity or tell you some bullshit, well, now I just made you say, I made you worry about something unnecessarily that you don't need to worry about. Doesn't that cause you dis-ease and discord and disrupt your peace of mind and your state of being? You wouldn't have to worry about that if somebody didn't throw out, right? Like throw shit across the cafeteria, right? Just saying. Have faith. Everything's going to get put back in its place. And make room for clear energy so that we're not also like stagnant and stuck in between, right? Everybody's butt cheeks. And this weekend too is a full moon and a blue moon. Creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father. So just keep using your gifts. Enlightenment again, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. Rebellion, upstart, tumult, revolution. 33. Right, while we're also being rebellious and changing stuff, so it's like kind of a contradicted in itself, right? Or like you go really far sitting still, right? The places you can travel in your mind. Stuck in thinking too much, right? Then it's like expand and traveling through space and allowing what, right, to be, right, will be, or what we see, and then not take too much of it, right, too much. It's like, okay, and then bring it back in, and then, right, we go through it all. You want to eat too much at once, soul caterpillars, right? We don't want to be gluttonous. It's like do what you can, and then we've been traveling outside the body for a long time. Used to coming back into our bodies is going to be the tricky part, while balancing all this new alchemy, and then become right. You're upgrading your light body, right? So the body of the light being, right, like the wheel here. So the upgrade of the DNA is going to turn the body into a crystalline light being body. Right? Doesn't mean necessarily disappear, right? It's light codes and light language from the stars, because we're light beings, multi-dimensional light beings in a human body, having a human experience, not the other way around. Celebrate good time. Come on. Yeah, see, moment to moment. Good reading. I'm hungry. Abundance. See, some are silver and the others gold, and the rainbow in the middle of the soul. Wow. I knock it all down. On that note, pretty cool, right? And you are that. So just allow yourself to be present in your now moment. And that's how you receive your gifts. And you're the one you've been waiting for. And then along the way, we're running into a whole bunch of, right, star beings and ancestors and extraterrestrial, ultra-terrestrial star family, soulmates, twin flame, all these different terms, but right, nothing's, again, you're just finding pieces of self that connect with others, right? So it's like, again, moment to moment, right? That's it. No expectations. It's like, oh, because if we expect them, we grab, then you might lose it. That might disappear, right? Sharing from the bottom. So learning how to create safe boundaries, detaching with love, and sharing without expectation, right? And when we give, we receive. So it's like learning discernment, like what you need, what you don't need, right? Does somebody else need what you need, right? Or is it good that somebody else might need something different than you need? That's how we all have, right? That's how we're all able to have abundance. If everybody's jealous and envious about what everybody else has, then right? It's like some people love their like jewelry and like all the extra. They got to have their rings on every day and all this stuff, right? Like, and that's fun. That's for them. Like for me, I'm like us shaman people. We're like, give us good music and good weed, good marijuana, and like good vibes and like right. We're simple. Like I like jewelry, but sometimes I put on and I'm uncomfortable. So it's not like my thing. That it's not like, oh, I need to go get that. I want the flashy stuff. That's right. We kind of joke about that sometimes, right? Like the gypsies like the coins and the flashy things. That's okay. And we're like our weed and our tobacco. Right? It's like it all works out. Right? So, and we all like music. We all love music. So it's all good in the end. Right? Your gifts are for you. My gifts are for me. And then we can all share from time to time, right? And explore one another's. But somebody's just trying to take someone else's said gifts or someone else's life, loved one. It's like, wait, hold on. It's like, how do you even, like, hold on, wait, you just need you need a hug. You need a real hug from a real person that has real feelings. Because you've been, hanging around assholes for too long. That's what I say too, right? So if you are kind of the company you keep, so you gotta be careful of the company that we're. But not everybody's, got to like choose stress. So again, having compassion, we don't know possibilities. If we don't judge, then the possibilities are infinite and endless. But we're all gonna have certain judgment, all right? It's like certain things that make us feel uncomfortable don't feel right. It's like, okay, and we gotta take a look at that. But don't let somebody else start to be like, oh, now you're judgmental. It's like, motherfucker, I'm still trying to process what the fuck new feeling I'm just fucking experiencing. Back up. Going with the flow. Again, it's a law, allowing time and space for processing. So if everybody respected that, just imagine that. If everybody could recognize when someone, right, it's like, all right, well, wait, we need, like, we're gonna have to, right, confront our feelings and go through them. But then it's like, right, instead of letting things you don't have that ticker inside you to like, oh, right. So I don't think that's such a impossible thing to like strive for. I think everybody eventually, right, for the most part, gets their license and can drive for the most part. Existence. Everybody made it here to exist. So if you made it into existence, then you self-created, right? You had to have the will to be in the body that you're in. Right? Which is a pretty fucking amazing thing. Don't you think? That's a miracle right there. Something to be super grateful for. All right, on that note, it's adventure time. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming and hanging out. One love.